What is up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be checking out some knockoff games, including Fall Guys, Fortnite, and Among Us. So if you enjoy the video, like and subscribe, and follow the socials and join the Discord. All of those are in the description. And I guess let's get into it. The first game I decided to play was Stumble Guys, which I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen before. But I have played it a little bit before. But basically, Fall Guys knockoff. It has a shop system, skin system, basically everything. I already have a couple skins. It has its own battle pass. And overall, it's fairly similar to Fall Guys in the menu. At least like original Fall Guys, not like the newer one with different things like the titles and stuff. The levels are not usually very similar. Similar design aspects and stuff to Fall Guys, but it is not a direct ripoff or anything. It's just similar to Fall Guys, if you will. Like, it kind of copies the art style in a way. It just copies the concept. It's not like a direct, or it is a direct copy, but it's not a direct copy in like the gameplay sense. Now, unlike Fall Guys, it does not tell you whether it's like a race or if it's a hunt or survival or a final. It literally just does the roulette style spinning of all the levels like Fall Guys, but then you just like hop into the level. It's not like oh, here's the level, here's information about it. You're just like thrusted into the level and you just figure it out. This one is actually a final. This lava one is probably, I'm pretty sure, almost always a final, or maybe even always a final. But it's not like a super hard thing. It's just jumping on these hexagon things and just not falling off. Pretty easy. Almost died in this clip. But like I said, nothing to like say like this is a final round or whatever, unless you knew how many people. As you can see, nothing special about the winning, just shows you a crown. You do get some sort of crown thing, but yeah, you can't change what your like animation is, and of course there's ads after every single match. Overall, I'd give Stumble Guys a good 7 out of 10 for recreating the aspects of Fall Guys. Maybe even an 8 out of 10, because this is actually a pretty good ripoff of Fall Guys. If you can get past the ads, then it's actually a pretty good copy over for Fall Guys from onto mobile. So if you want, I would actually recommend this game because there's not an absurd amount of ads, and it's actually a decent game. Our next game is called Crew Us, which is obviously an Among Us ripoff, but it is a bit different in terms of gameplay. Obviously it's an Among Us ripoff. You can tell by the name. The characters look like high-definition Among Us players. It's a lot different, though. Like, the loading, it's not like an above 2D-like game. It's 3D. You can customize your character. There's like a bunch of free cosmetics like Among Us, and obviously different colors. But the difference is that for some reason there's like zombies, and I guess the imposters are working with the zombies or something. So everybody has a weapon, which is why it shows up as everyone having like a knife or katana or whatever. But it's a little confusing. It's there's the bioenergy, which I assume has something to do with what the zombies are attacking, but it's a bit hard to figure out because there's not really much of a tutorial. Like the zombies just like stroll around, they just spawn in. I don't know what they exactly do. Like, I kill them, doesn't really do much as far as I know, but there's just like, they just spawn in and I guess they just attack something. I couldn't really tell even when I was playing. I was pretty confused. It's a really weird, like, it's a different game. There's something where you had to defuse the bomb. It was, I don't know, it was really confusing. Like, I like the idea of it being 3D and stuff, but it just kind of complicated it with the zombie. I don't know, I didn't exactly understand it. I tried to defuse the bomb, and then I guess the zombies did something, or the imposters did something, and then there's an... So overall, I'd probably rate this like a 4 or 5 out of 10 in terms of how well it replicates Among Us. Maybe even a 3. It's not really that close to Among Us. It's just taking like the characters and making them high definition, but it's not really the same as Among Us, so I would not really suggest it. Plus, if you're playing on your phone, Among Us is free anyways, and there's no ads, so it's a better option than this. Our next game is called Multicraft, which obviously is a Minecraft knockoff. Now, I must say this is pretty much Minecraft, but it has a high definition texture pack. It does feel definitely different, like way different. It feels almost more like the old Pocket Edition. The perspective you can actually change, which is like while on this, which I actually like, which is better in this than in the actual Pocket Edition. I don't know why they haven't done this, but at least in regular Pocket Edition, you can't even change your perspective unless you go into settings, change your perspective. So I do like that, but it is the inventory and crafting system is a bit weird for me. It's there is a mini map, so it almost feels like it's a modded Minecraft. You know, that's kind of what it feels like. It just feels like a mod, but it's a different app, which is weird, but that's pretty much how I feel about it. It's there's not much else other to say. There's like nothing else to say about it. It's pretty clear cut, just basically a mod with a different texture pack. That's pretty much how it feels. It's also pretty clear with like the villages. The villages are not really that close to being the same. The villagers themselves are a lot different. But yeah, it's not really too much different. Like I said, pretty much a mod and a texture pack. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the best, but it's not too bad. Creative, I looked into creative and it wasn't actually too bad. It actually had some interesting items that they added. There was some furniture, and there's a couple other things that I liked, but like I said, there's nothing else to describe it other than the fact that it pretty much is just a texture pack and a mod. But yeah, that's literally just about it. So I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10, simply because it's actually half decently made. It has some features that I like. The inventory system is pretty bad, but it's not the worst. It's pretty good for a Minecraft copy. The second last one is called Dragomon or whatever it's called. Basically, it's a Pokemon knockoff. I was kind of hopeful of it because it looks half decent. And it does at the start, because, there's the professor, you can choose your Pokemon, the village, the starter town, or whatever, looks pretty decent, but the amount of ads that I got in this game alone was, insane. After doing pretty much any action, you would get an ad. It didn't matter what it was, whether it was opening a door to go into a building, whether it was opening a door to go out of a building, you would get an ad. And even when you encountered wild Pokemon, like shown in this clip, after you battled, whether you lost or got or beat the Pokemon, I'm just gonna call them Pokemon, you would get an ad. It didn't matter what you did, pretty much everything gave you an ad. It felt like it was just a bombardment of ads. Every 5 seconds it felt like ad, there was an ad, then there was an ad, and it felt like it was just like I'm watching an ad, and then there's some gameplay in between. It's so much, and premium is $4 Canadian, but I'm not gonna pay that because I can already play Pokemon on my DS or something. It's just not worth it for me, and I'm not gonna do it when everything gives me an ad. So I pretty much barely played this game. I played as much as I could handle, but there was just so much ads, so many ads. It was just insane. Overall, I'm gonna give it, with it being completely free, if you were gonna go completely free, I would probably give it a 2 or 3 out of 10. Probably a 2, because of how many ads. I could even argue 1, because it's so many ads. There's so many ads. If with premium, it would probably be an 8 or 9, because it actually looks like a half decent game, but I'm not paying because I'm just not gonna play this game probably. So it's just not worth it for me. Our 5th and final game is 1v1.lol, which is a Fortnite or just general battle royale knockoff. It has a few modes. It has 1v1, it has 2v2, a box fight, and then there's some practice ones. There's a shop. I've actually played it before, hence why I have at least a cosmetic. There's, obviously, as you can see, there's a few different things. So I decided to go into the aim trainer, which is part of the practice section, just so I could show off kind of what it actually looks like within the game before I got into playing, just so I could practice and stuff. So as you can see, there's the inventory with a sniper, AR, shotgun, and then your pickaxe. It's very similar in terms of damage, I would say, to Fortnite. There is also building, which is why I say it's more of a Fortnite column than any other battle royale, because of the building. So that's why I'd say it's more of a Fortnite one. But overall, it's not it's you kind of have to get used to it. The mobile building is pretty hard. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling with the building. But overall, it's not a super hard building, mechanics. Now, after having this practice, I loaded into a 3v3 match, where, as you can see, you're loaded in with 2 other people. I'm not sure if it actually is online. I think it is. But you're loaded with 2 teammates, and obviously going up against a couple people. I actually got a headshot snipe. As you can see, we were doing half decent. Bro got boxed. So, very similar to Fortnite. It's not, a direct copy. but it's more feels like it's a creative. Like if they were to take Fortnite and just make it creative, this is pretty much what it would be. The last thing I loaded into was Zone Wars Duos, which is Zone Wars like Fortnite, which is basically just close quarters, like battle royale, in a way. It's like the late game LTM that they had or have. It's duos, and it's, like I said before, pretty much just creative. The controls are sometimes hard to master. As you can see, I was struggling a little bit. I'm not really a builder when I'm playing mobile. But I was getting some good shots. The storm doesn't hit too super hard. It's like, I mean, it does actually. It's 10 damage per second. But as you can see, took that guy out, and we ended up winning because of that. I think he was on my team. We crouching up and down. Boom, we win. It's pretty simple. We win. It's just Zone Wars. Like I said, it's basically creative, Fortnite creative, and honestly, there's not too much ads. There's a good shop. This is probably gonna be, I'm gonna say a 10 out of 10, because it's not in terms of like how faithful it is to Fortnite, like Battle Royale, but to Fortnite creative, because it is pretty similar to creative with all of the game modes that there are. But honestly, this was a pretty decent game. It almost feels like it's not a knockoff in a way, because it feels not too similar to Fortnite, so not bad. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more of this type of video, tell me in the comments. I definitely would be interested to see what you guys would like to see in terms of like other knockoff games. I just did a couple games that I either play or have played, or just games that are fairly popular. But I'd like to do games that are like maybe less popular, or just other games in general. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Also follow my socials in the description, and join my Discord, which is also in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.